Hello, happy Monday. I have not recorded almost at all, like just a little bit, like leaving my house to get to work, and that's it, I think. I don't think I recorded anything else. I was gonna do some bookish stuff, but in reality, I actually have to clean my kitchen. I literally did nothing in terms of like kitchen maintaining all weekend, and I will feel better if I do it. So I'm gonna catch up on some YouTube videos, like the norms, what I've been telling you every single day, and then I'm going to, then I'll do any other bookish things I wanna do. So sorry for that, but this is the day in my life. This is real life. Unfortunately, chores do exist, and I've been letting them get a little ahead of me. So to clean my kitchen I go. As you can see, no dishes have been done. So I'm going to empty out my dishwasher and put those dishes away, fill what I can in the dishwasher, and then hand wash most of these. If not, we'll see how far I get done. In the background over there, I don't know if you see, oh yeah, right here on my Google Home, I have Sarah's video ready. So I'm going to play that and we are going to clean. So you might be wondering what I'm doing. I'm rinsing out my empty bee honey jar. I think this is a cute candle jar, and I think this is the jar I'm going to use to try to imitate that Bed Bath & Beyond oh my god, why did I say it like that? Candle that I was talking about in one of the past videos. I think so. I'm going to scrub this off and just keep it like this. It looks so nice. It was actually really easy, I thought, because the honey was all like crystallized. It was going to be really difficult to remove, but I just put really hot water on it and it came out easily. There was something else I was going to say. Oh, so I did finish Snowed In and I did like it. It was a lot heavier than I expected. It dealt a lot with grief. It dealt a lot with like taking a responsibility, because it was I think I said this, it's a single mom and like an older single guy. And so it's like, obviously if you're a guy going into a relationship with somebody who has kids, it does complicate the relationship regardless of how easygoing the kids are and how easygoing the girl is. It's just, you know, extra responsibility, extra things to think about. And so I finished that and I think I rated it like a 3.75. It was pretty good. Now I'm reading In 5 Years. I think I'm like 10 pages in. I'm not very far at all. And I thought it was a Christmas book because of the cover. Like I don't know, something about the blue and the yellow kind of gave me that, but it's not at all. It's just like a normal book. So I don't really know what like the plot of the book is. Like I literally just like, they introduced the main character where she's a lawyer and she kind of has everything in life planned out. Like I feel like a lot of people are like that, where they're like, I'd like to get engaged by this age and move in with my boyfriend at this age after dating for this many years, and I want to be partner in this business, and like it's all that. So I don't really know where the plot continues after that, but that's kind of where we're at. So yes, I think today I want to show you guys my unread TBR, because maybe you guys could help me prioritize certain books for January, and I think that would be a good idea just to sit down and show you. Like I have a lot of books here that I have not read. I have more at my parents' house and I'm planning on moving in a few months, and I'm going to bring all those with me, and I also have to unhaul a lot of books, which is something I think also I'm going to take you along with me to do. But for now, we're just going to look at my unread TBR and we're going to choose some books probably for January and see what I'm going to prioritize, or if you have any recommendations you would let me know. So I finished tidying up. It's not perfect, but the sink is completely empty and I'm so happy. I walked Luca ready for today. I need to, what else do I need to do today? There's not much. I'm just planning on like chatting with you and spending time with you guys, and then editing for like the rest of Bookmas, because obviously if I'm editing if I'm recording I need to edit. I think I want to watch a Christmas movie, or at least have a Christmas movie on in the background. I have not watched a single Christmas movie this season and I love it. Like I used to spend like nights like doing like 24-hour like Hallmark or like cheesy movie, Christmas movie like marathons with my best friend. friends. Like we would put on onesies and have like wine and like charcuterie boards and snacks. We would just watch shitty movies, like Christmas movies specifically. So this year I definitely want to watch a movie. I don't want to watch a shitty one. I think I just want to watch something like nostalgic. I don't know if I want to watch maybe the first Harry Potter or maybe Home Alone or maybe I really like, what is it called? That DreamWorks movie. It was like some Rise of the Guardians. It was so good. I don't know. It is a Christmas movie. I think I might try to like fit a few of these in over the next coming weeks and see kind of what I want to prioritize. Okay, so let me take you along with me so we could go and look at my TBR shelf. So give me a sec. So these 3 shelves are all unread books. On top, I share it with my boyfriend, so we have like his books, his movies, his games. But down here, these 3 are my unread TBR. It is a lot of, so the way I have it kind of sort of organized, these are my special editions. So technically I read this one. This was, oops, I don't know if you can see it. Over here is my Cruel Prince, like special edition, the one that's like black velvet. I have not read these. These are Lord of the Rings special edition. Let me put these up here for now so you don't really, they're not in the way. Okay, and this one too. Okay, there we go, that's better. These are books that I'm tentatively thinking of reading like soon. So I have Emily Wilde's Map of the Other Lands, and I got a sticker in here. Whoops, I should have put that somewhere. And then I have the start of the Masters and Mages trilogy, so I have this one. The first one's called Old Iron. One of my boyfriend's friends recommended it to me, and it's like a really good fantasy, so I have these as like, I'll add these in future months. This pile here are books that I typically really want to read, and I usually have them as my TBR. Like, I ended up choosing a completely different December TBR, but these are books that I really want to read soon. So this one I just want to try to figure out if I'm going to unhaul the rest of the series or not. So I read To Love Jason Thorne, and I hated it. I thought it was terrible. Maybe, okay, not terrible. Maybe it was like a 3-star, 2.75. So I didn't like it. And so for my birthday, before I knew that I did not like to Love Jason Thorne, I bought all of Ella Mais's books, which was a total mistake. I shouldn't have done that. I should have learned my lesson. And I still do that to this day. Like, I'll just binge buy like a whole author that I'm like, I think I'm going to love. So I'm hoping that I like this one because I know we'll redeem the rest of the series, because I think there's still 2 or 3 more after this one, but I want to read it. So I have To Hate Adam Connor by Ella Mais. Then I have One Dark Window. My friend Megan says that this book, or this duology, is amazing, and we have the same taste in books in all genres. Like, I've never read a book that she's recommended that I hated, so I want to read this one so badly. I have Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan. It's supposed to be a romance, and I've been trying to diversify my reading. Like, I don't do it on purpose because I don't typically know what authors look like. Like, I don't look it up, but I want to make it a point to hear other voices, like minority voices, and so I typically read Hispanic and Asian authors. They just happen to come up on my feed more, and I happen to read them more. But when it comes to Black authors, I don't see them on my feed as often, except for Legendborn. I've seen that so many times and I do want to read it. But in terms of romance, I don't. The only romance author I think I've read who is a Black female author, she is, what's her name? She's really popular, but I actually don't like her writing very much. I don't remember. I read 2 things by her and I didn't like it. So I'm excited because this I heard nothing but good things about, and I think 2 of the series are out and the 3rd one comes out next year. So if I like this, I'll binge buy the other 2. So there's this one. My dog was squeaking and I had to like fix it. So then Casey McQuiston came out with The Pairing this year, and I bought this really nice like Barnes & Noble edition that has these really nice lilac sprayed edges. People really loved Red, White, and Royal Blue, but my favorite by her was, what is it? The Girls on the Train. It was like kind of like science fiction, like magical realism type. Oh, I forgot the name of it. I have it over there on my red shelf, but I loved it. So anyways, this one seems like a travel romance. I don't read the backs of books often. I typically buy it according to authors I like. So I have this one I want to read very soon. I want to finally start the Binding 13 like series. Again, Megan started this I think last month or 2 months ago, and she's been eating this up. So I'm excited. I know people say it's a little Wattpad-y, but I was a Wattpad high school girl. Like, I didn't have the money for books, or I didn't have enough money for a lot of books. Like, I would be like go to Barnes & Noble and only buy 1 book. So I would take advantage of Wattpad, which back in the day did not have like ads or commercials or any of those things. It was just like users uploading books, and like while some of them really sucked, there was always a few gems in there that I just loved. So I don't care if this is good Wattpad, I'm excited. This is The Wedding People. I've heard so many good things about this. I still don't really understand what it's about. Like, I read the summary and I'm kind of not into it. Like, I feel like I'm just underwhelmed, but the fact that everyone raves about it means that it must be really good. So I definitely want to try to read this one in January as well. And then I have Bride. So another controversial opinion, I don't love Ali Hazelwood. I have read her first book. I read her novellas, and then I was like, she's not for me. But then I didn't accidentally. I signed up for a giveaway for a signed copy of Love Theoretically, which everyone said, oh, if you don't really love Ali Hazelwood, you'll love that one. And all out of everything that she's written, I do love that one the best, but it wasn't great anyways. Like, I feel like she writes her characters to all be almost the same person. They don't really have a different personality. They're like these like quirky, awkward science girls and these tall, giant men. I don't know. So I'm hoping this is, I think, maybe my last chance for her, and seeing if I like her fantasy or romantasy, because this is definitely just a romance that's in a fantasy realm, and hopefully I like it. Like, I do really want to like her. Like, I want to see the hype, and I just don't get it. So I got this one from Aardvark. My friend gave me her promo code. I got this book I think for like $5, so that's why I got it. If not, I wouldn't have probably bought it myself, maybe through Kindle. And then this is books that I kind of want to get into, but this one, they come after these books. And then the funny thing is, like, so these are books that I bought that I just unread, and they have the chance to just move up to this middle shelf, because this middle shelf is like immediate TBR type books. I'm gonna put these back. And so there's no really a rhyme or reason. It's all like mood reading for the most part, except for when like I said, there's certain books, like Before I Let Go, I wasn't necessarily like, oh, let me read this book, but if I want to read a fantasy and I want to diversify, I definitely just have to put it in there. And that's when I really want to just read. And the same thing to Adam Connor. I don't necessarily want to read it, but I kind of want to get it out of the way and see if I want to read the rest of the series, or if not, unhaul the rest. Let's move these over. Okay, so here, these are books I also want to read soon, and these are like, these tentatively, they were supposed to be like November books and December books, and I didn't read exactly what I was planning to, so I guess these are gonna be like January, February books. So I have The Do-Over by Lynn Painter. I love her, and her YA I think is so fun, and these are like the fun, like, great edges. I want to start a new series and have Throttle by Lauren Asher. She's another author where I binge bought all of her books, and kind of wish that I didn't, because while she's a good writer, I don't necessarily love her characters. Like, I read all of the Dreamland Billionaire series, and I liked the first book, but I didn't love it for the characters. I loved it because of the Disney. And the second book, I only liked one of the characters, and I hated the other one, and I hated the plot. And then the third one, I loved the plot, but it was way too long, and I liked the characters, but again, it was too long, and it just took me out of the story multiple times. So, and then I don't think I would ever reread it. So I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll love these more, and I hope so, because I think she is a good writer. I don't have an issue with her writing. I just feel like, I don't know. And her characters are all really similar. Like, book 1 and book 2 of Dreamland Billionaires, Rowan and Declan are almost the same person. Like, they're both just like grumpy people who are kind of assholey. So I don't know. I said what I said. I have Project Hail Mary here because I really want to read it. It's by Andy Weir. The Deal by Elle Kennedy. I actually have read this one, so this would be a reread, and I kind of like the idea of doing like a cozy reread. I have 3 Days of Happiness here. This is by Tsugaru Miyake. I think it's a Japanese writer. Not my friend, but one of the blog people that I follow, Megan Port Royale, she recommended this, and it seemed like perfect for me. Like, I am a manga lover, I love anime, and so I feel like I would love this story. The second book for Two Twisted Crowns. I have Once Upon a Broken Heart because I want to start that trilogy as well, and As Long as the Lemon Tree Grows. So variety is like what I'm trying to do. I try to put in like usually some fantasy, some thriller, and some romance, and it stops me from getting in a like reading funk. I realize if I read too much of the same genre, I just don't even want to read anymore because I'm just over reading, and I get overwhelmed by just like reading the same thing over and over again. But if I switch, which is what I try to do, I feel like I don't get into reading slumps very often. Down here, should I just take you closer? Maybe I will take you a little closer. Let's come closer now. Give me a sec. Okay, so I moved you a little bit closer to me so you can see the second row. I just have a lot of randomness here. There's no rhyme or reason. It's not organized in any particular way. Over here I have most of my book of the month books that I have not finished, and this random tomorrow hardcover. But I have a lot here. Like, I have The Road of Bones, God of the Woods, Heartless Hunter, The Dagger and the Flame, The Tomorrow Times 3, The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, How to End a Love Story, and then here's another one, Fate of Ink and Blood. A Fate, Ink, and In Blood. I don't know why that was so difficult to say. So these are my book of the month books, the ones that I haven't read, and I've been making a point to read more of them. I just feel like the price is so good for a hardcover book. It's like $11.99 for the credits. If you buy like a full year's worth of credits, at least it was for me when I bought them, which makes it super. Oh no, it's not. I'm lying. I think it's like $15 for the hardcover, but then if you end up adding on a book, they end up being $11. So like a lot of the time, like I'll use my credit for one of the books and then I'll add on. some of these books for much cheaper, and that's super nice. It's such a treat. I have Fractured by Karen Slaughter. I feel like this is part of a series, which is why I never started this. The Serpent, The Wings of Night. That's what it's called? Oh, The Serpent and the Wings of Night. I've heard nothing but good things about this one. Emergency Contact. The Summer Will Be Different. This is a summer book, so this will not be read for a while. Little Fires Everywhere. I've been wanting to read. I think I'm going to try to listen to this because it seems like a nice short read, and I think I can get through it quickly. And the cover is so pretty. I have Betting on You. That's Lynn Painter's more recent release. Still Beating. My cousin recommended this one to me, which is why I want to give it a try. It's supposed to be dark romance, I think, which I'm not against. The second Dune book, The Housemaid is Watching. I think that's the second one in the series. I think I have a third one somewhere else. Maybe I didn't buy it. I have The Mistake, which is number 2 in the, what is it? What is the name of that series? Is it Briar Hill or something like that? Oh, no, it's the Off Campus series. And the other one, Off Campus, and the other one's Briar U. So I'm doing Off Campus first. I have The Awakening. I want to start the Zodiac Academy. I bought this last time when I was having like a rough day. I just went to Barnes & Noble and bought like a few extra random books. I have An Ember in the Ashes, which I heard was like a comparable to A Throne of Glass, so I'm really excited for that one. I have The Atlas 6, which I've heard good things about, and then here's the rest of the Off Campus series. I have The Fortune of Jaded Women. Can you believe I got this book for like $2.99 on Amazon? Brand new. I couldn't believe it. It's a hardcover. It's so nice, and this is another book that I want to read. It came a little damaged. I had to tape it. This one came a little ripped here, and I just felt bad. I didn't want to return it because, like, if you return something like that, they're just gonna throw it out. And so I left it, and I just kept it. This one I wanted to give away as if on cue. I think it's a YA book. Yeah, it's YA. I like YA sometimes. I feel like it's like just quick, even though I don't really resonate obviously with these characters anymore. It's fun. Let's move you over. I have King of Scars. I want to read this so badly. It's a duology. It's supposed to be a serpent and dove. Like, is it serpent and dove? No. Yes. No. Is that what it's called? I feel like I'm wrong. Well, anyways, maybe it's in the back. Shadow and Bone. Wow. I was so off. Shadow and Bone. This is like what comes afterwards. So I wanted to read this because this follows Nicholas, who, if you've read any of the series, he's actually in all 3, Six of Crows and Shadow and Bone. I have Twisted Love. I want to see if the hype is real. And then the second book to Red Rising. And let's take you a little bit closer down here. I'm just going to lean you down. So I have all of the Briar U books. I have Second Chance Summer by Morgan Matson. I love her for a YA author. She's great. She gives me like literally Colleen Hoover, but she came a little bit after that. I think I started reading her when I was in college, and I just enjoyed her a lot. Prison Healer, again, another series if I want to start. The Night Circus, When You Were Everything, If He Had Been With Me. This is the new Elle Kennedy series. I don't remember what it's called. I only bought the first one. I have Flawless to start. What is it? Chestnut Springs? Another series to start, but I keep trying to like put them off because I'm trying to finish some series before starting new ones. I have some fan fiction here. Devil in the White City, 5 Broken Blades, all of the Reckless series, Fourth Wing series, and that's not even all of my unread books, which is so embarrassing. I have like another exactly 3-tier shelf in my room. So give me 1 second and I'll take you with me to the rest of the okay, welcome to my bedroom bookshelf. I don't have any books in my room. These are the only ones. I only have like the book that I'm currently reading on my bookshelf. I'm gonna start down here because it's 4 shelves. I was wrong, but they're short. So I have Brothers Hawthorne. All adults are here. Magnolia Parks, 2 of them that I'm missing, not including the one I'm currently reading. The Similars, still get damaged. I don't know. It's just dark. How She Died, How I Live. I have Murder on the Orient Express. The rest of the second book to the Atlas 6. The Dan Brown book, Inferno, the one I'm like need to read next. Babel, the other 2 books for what is it, Once Upon a Broken Heart, a Mistborn series, which I want to start next year. That one for sure is going to be read next year. I have The Sicilian Inheritance. My friend gave this one to me for my birthday, so I'm excited for this one. I have the rest of the Dirty Air series down here. I have The Damned and the Beautiful by Scott Fitzgerald. I have American Psycho. I have all of the Kingdom of the Wicked trilogy. I have The Handmaid's Tale. I have the other 2 for, what is the name of this? It's the Crazy Rich Asians trilogy. So I have the other 2 because I read the first one. I have more of, whatchamacallit, the Red Rising. I have The Things We Leave Unfinished by Rebecca Yarros. I have Vicious, only the first one so far, by V. Schwab. Okay, we gotta come down. So let me just bring you down. Give me a sec. Welcome to the bottom half of my unread shelf. So I have here You're Badass at Making Money by Jen Sincero, The Secret History, The Thursday Murder Club, I Hunt Killers, Gone Girl. I have the start of The Witcher. Oh, maybe I have all 3 of the Witcher books here. I have The Things We Never Got Over, the second book to The King of Scars. What is this? Taylor Jenkins Reid. Oh, One True Love by Taylor Jenkins Reid, released by Patrick Ness. These are more of the Red Rising series. This is what I was talking about, the LMA's books. This shelf usually is books that I'm not planning on reading soon, and these are also books like continuations to series. Like I have maybe the series in the front usually, and then I'll have the continuation. So these are the rest of the LMA's books that I haven't read. Rules for Being a Girl by Candice Bushnell and Katie Cotugno. This is a YA. I have book 3 of the Gone series by Michael Grant, I think is his name. Michael Grant, yeah, I was right. If We Were Villains, Orange is the New Black. I have Before the Coffee Gets Cold, the 2 Ninth House books. I think there's a third one that came out, but it's hardcover, so I have to wait before I order them. But I have the first 2. The same thing with Crescent City. I have the first 2, so I'm waiting for the other ones. I got the cute, like, full Barnes & Noble wrap that I'm obsessed with, and so they have to all match. I have another Morgan Matson book here. I have Clap When You Land by, what's her name? Elizabeth Acevedo. The other 2 books, To the Masters and Mages, and then I have A Broken Blade. So I have a lot of TBR books. I think my goal for 2025 will be to, like I said, shop my TBR, which is what I've been trying to do these past few months. I've done a good job like reading 3 or 4 of my hardcover books or paperback books. The problem is that every time I'm like, oh, I'm doing so well, I'm gonna go and treat myself, I end up buying another 2 or 3 books. So I have to kind of stop doing that and read what I have. So this is where we are. If anything that I said you loved, they're 5-star reads, you highly recommend I finish, let me know, because I would love to prioritize some of these books. It's a little overwhelming when you have so many books and you know that most of these are supposed to be really good and you just don't know where to start. The only thing I don't want to read soon is Crescent City. It's not done. I heard it's not that great. I just don't want to be disappointed. I'd rather prioritize some other series or a series that's already completed. So please let me know. I might end today's video because my boyfriend's coming home and I have a lot of editing to do. So this was a day in my life, but it's my real life. Unfortunately, it just is not so scripted. Like, this is just my life. I think tomorrow we're gonna talk about my favorite books that I've read this year. I feel like that would be a good video to talk about because maybe you prioritize a book for next year. So if I don't see you later today, I'll talk to you tomorrow, and thanks for watching. Bye guys.